Hello everyone, Honey Tiger here, and today we are looking at the new update. Yes, we got some new toys to look at today, so without further ado, we are going to go through every single vehicle they have added and have a very quick overlook because there's going to be quite a few vehicles to get through. So yes, you probably want to go, oh, I want to have a look at this one or this one. I probably will do individual ones if you want me to. Just make sure you leave that in the comment sections below if you want me to do individual, little look over of a particular vehicle. But this is going to be a quick overview of each vehicle from every nation. So let's begin, of course, with the Americans. Because, why not? Because they're first in line. Of course, first in line in the American territory for the new boys is the M55, the big boy cannon artillery vehicle, which is at 4.0, which I was quite surprised. Because it's got a 203mm cannon, which fires these big boy rounds of almost 65mm of penetration and 23 kilos, sorry. Of TNT, and this is at 4.0, which is crazy, but the reload time is a lot. So yeah, there's gonna be also this vehicle will be in quite a few tech trees, just like the M44. So you will see this in other tech trees, but you will see that on me going through. So the next vehicle for America, of course, it's the new premium, the new bad boy on the blocks, which is the T-58 American Heavy Tank, which is premium at 8.3, rank 5, with a 155mm cannon, which only... Oh, I changed it. Ooh. Because on the... Okay, so they've given it 3 rounds, because on the dev bronze, it only had 1. But it looks like you got the heat rounds, which are 406 round, the hash rounds, which is not too bad, and you got the AP rounds of 600 grams, or you got 3 kilos. I think it'd probably be best to use the heat rounds, right? But that's 400. Yeah, probably heat rounds will be best. But anyway, we are only supposed to be quickly looking at these, but that's the new premium and 8.3. That means 8.3 got a bloody good tank to go along, because 8.3 for America is properly stacked. Next on the agenda is the Stingray, which is going to be a light tank, which was one of their projects they were doing during, looking for new scout tanks. This has a 105mm cannon. It can fire heat rounds, heat FS rounds, hash, and you got the APFDS rounds, and you got the DM33 round, which is the best, which is 419, which is really good for a light tank. It's 9.3, so not bad, and it's 2 tons and 44 miles per hour forwards. How much is it backwards? 8 miles. I'm only supposed to be looking quickly. Next vehicle for America is a helicopter. You got the new Apache 64E. It's basically Apache, what is it? E variant, which will have a lot of rockets you can use. You got 16 Hellfires, so that's pretty good. Or you got these. Wow, what are these? AGM Slars. Fire range of 9 miles. Holy ballsack. So they're better than Hellfire. Hellfire is only 5 miles. So you got 2 different flavors. So 4.8. So these are laser. So you got these ones, the SSALs are laser and guidance, and the other ones are IR guidance. Okay, so you got 2 different flavors of these bad boys, which are crazy, but 9 miles. That's pretty impressive. And you get, like, how many of those? 16! 16 of these bad boys. God, that's scary as heck. Anyway, let's quickly move on from the madness. And the first new aircraft. Did I miss anything on the Americans? Any lower tier ones? No, you got the new the B-66B, which is a jet bomber, and it's a very interesting vehicle. Look at this bad boy. Does it have radar? No, I thought that was some sort of radar or something. Yeah, I thought that was some sort of jamming or radar or something like that, but no, it's not. But it does have. So you can have 14 750-pound bombs, or you can have 4 3,000-pound bombs, which are probably more better. 620 miles per hour max speed. That's not bad. And it does 2 skins. What's the skin look like? Oh, it's a look. Oh, no difference. And that's it. So it only gets 1 new aircraft, which is the B-66B destroyer. Okay, that's what it's called. For America Blue Water, you got the Charles USS Charles F. Adams, which has the new missiles. Yes, yeah, a new missile system on board, which had these SAM missiles. So this has a launch and firing range of almost 9 miles, which is actually half decent. But the speed is okay, I guess. But these are very, very early SAM missiles, so they could be easily, avoided. But this is one of the few new boats to have a missile system on them like this. And of course, the new battleship premium, the USS Maryland. And look at this absolutely beast of a battleship. 4 turrets, and each turret has 2 406mm cannons, which can fire HE, AP. Oh, bloody Nora. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, Christ. Nearly 720 mils of penetration. Oh, and oh, hang on. Oh, so the Mark 5s have more pen but less TNT, but the Mark 3 ones have less pen but more TNT. So you sacrifice the pen for more HE, which is probably the way to go, because you want as much TNT as possible in these battleships to cause as much damage. You only lose about 60 or so millimeters of pen, more or less. I'm just rounding up, so it's about 60 less pen or so, and you gain over 10 kilos of TNT, which is a lot. Of course, you've got the secondaries, which you can use SAP rounds, which are actually half decent. Yes, the penetration is not that great, but look how much. It's got nearly a kilo of TNT in this thing. Well, it's 906 grams, but that's a lot of HE. But yeah, this is a nice little premium at 7.7. So yeah, let's have a look at the coastal. They do not have no new coastal, so we will quickly move on to Germany. And of course, they do have a M55. Just like I said, this will be in many tech trees, just like the M44 when that was introduced. So we will quickly go past that. And they do not have anything else. That's the only new tank they get. Unless I've really gone past it quickly by mistake. No, that's it. We go to helicopters, no new helicopters. So aviation, they do get 1 new premium as at very low rank. This is the BF109T2. So it's a variant of a BF-109, but as a T2 variant, which can carry a 250-gram bomb or 250, or carry a 250 incendiary bomb, or you can take 450 kilos. It's more, might as well you take one big boy gun. But yeah, BF-109 are pretty good, but rank 2 is very low, but it could be a bit of fun if you're looking for something like that. No, that's the only thing they got, was that. So we quickly move to Blue Water Fleet, because they get a new destroyer, the Z-51, which has four 12.8 centimeter guns, which fire HE or SAP, or H. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Whew. No, not. This is HE. God. Oh, that was good. 47 mils, but nearly 1.5 kilos almost of TNT. So that's alright for the T, I guess. Yeah, said 51. Don't ignore that. That's the new. That's the event vehicle. Coastal fleet. No new coastal, so we will quickly go to Russia. Russia gets some new toys as well. They get the BMP 4 M2. This is a BMD4, but it's the M2 variant, which has 100mm cannon, which can fire HE or it can fire tandem warhead missiles with 750 mils of penetration. But the speed on this is extremely slow. But it does pack a punch when it hits you. And it does have a 30mm cannon, which is basically the secondary, which can pen up to 81 with these APDS rounds. These are pretty dangerous. These things are crazy. And it's nice to have a one in the tech tree, because only 2 BMP4s are either the event vehicle or the premium. So it's nice to actually have one in the tech tree. It is very similar to these ones. It's just a different variant. This is the M2, but the premium is just the M. So yeah, it's a nice little vehicle. And of course, you got the new TADS thing, which is the really crazy top tier anti-air, which have these modules or things you could set up individually. It can have, is it 8 of these rockets? 6? Is it 6 or 8? Oh, 6. But I guess you can quickly put a box down and reload them. But that's pretty interesting. The rockets, what's the lock range of 43 miles, launch range of 43 miles. Oh, 43 miles you can launch these at. So you're not safe at all. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous how far that can be locked and fired at. That's crazy, and that's really quick as well. But it's got only 30G of overload, so you could outmaneuver these if you're lucky. But that's crazy. But we quickly move on. I do get a new squadron vehicle. This is the Mi-35P, which actually has quite a few different weapons and rockets you could use. You got the M9M39s for air to air, or you got the Vickers, the 9K127 ones, which have a pretty good launch range of 6 miles, but the guidance range is only 5. So, it's not too bad. And you get 12 though, so not bad. And it's nice that Russia actually gets a squadron helicopter, because they didn't really have much at all. They got the K-50 Prima, which is ridiculously OP, but it's nice to actually see. It's basically Super Hind, basically, or something similar to that. But yeah, it's nice that they get a nice little new squadron vehicle there. So we will quickly move to the Russian aeroplanes. Am I recording? Yes, I am recording. Thank God. Am I recording? Yes, I am recording. Thank God for that. No new aeroplanes. Interesting. Oh, that's on deal till 30%. Doesn't say how long for, which is unusual. But Russia, blue water. No new boaty boats or blue water, and one new coastal frigate, the MPK-33. These have missiles. This is one of the other ones that have missiles. And these ones can be launched. So there's a almost 6.5 mile launch range, which is actually pretty impressive. But then it's a nearly 24 Gs of maximum overload. So again, you could maybe outmaneuver them. They are slow for 580. They are slow, and their overload is not as that impressive. Well, nearly 24 Gs of overload is actually not too bad, but you could, you know, get out of the way of these. So this is one of the few other frigates or destroyers that have this new rocket system. So we will go to Britain. Let's get some new boys as well. First off, at low tier, you got the Ram 2 at 3.0. This is basically the Ram 1, which is from Canada. Thank you, Canada. This has a Ram 1, but there is a Ram 2, but it's a premium. This one has a 40mm with the best round is 86 with the solid shot. Or you got the APHE rounds, which is 62, which is not great. You normally use the solid shot and just hope for the best. And the armor on this is pretty similar to the Ram 2. It's a slightly different cannon, basically. As you can see, the Ram 2 here is a 57mm 6-pounder, where this is a 40mm 2-pounder. So, yeah, it's not bad. Nice little new low-tier vehicle for Britain. And they also get a new anti-air thing as well, which is called the Sky Saber. Which can have... Oh, my goodness me. Look at this. Look at this! Oh, God, that's a radar thing and a half, isn't it? That is crazy. What's the rockets on these bad boys? So you got... Okay. So, the Russian one is... That's... What? How is the Russian one so good? The Russian ones can be launched at nearly 40 miles. This has a launch range of 28 miles, but you can't lock anything until 10. What's this BS? What? Oh, but it has 50 G of overload. Ooh, so this gets better G overload, but it has a really shockingly bad lock range. Like, it can launch at 28, but it can't lock anything until 10. Oh, sweet Jesus. That's shockingly not good. Well, I could be wrong. It could be really good, but it can get... Oh, this has 8 missiles instead of 6. But that lock range is not great. Oh dear. No new helicopters for Britain, unfortunately. aeroplanes. Britain do get some new aeroplanes. Get the new Mosquito, the NF Mark II version. As you can see, it's basically a night fighter Mosquito. Basically, it's basically a Mark II Mosquito, but more for a night fighter role. It's just slightly different, but only slightly different than the normal one. Yeah, it's basically a Mark. Yes. And you get the Mosquito TR Mark 33, which is the naval version, which gets a radar on front of 60-mile range on this. Is pretty impressive. But a surface search so it can search sea objects. I'm not sure what that means, or if it's only for sky, or is it only for looking for objects in the sea. I don't know. Something you might have to look into. It can carry bombs, 2 500s, or you got the 4 Uncle Toms. It does have only one torpedo, which is the 18-inch one. 52 miles per hour and a 3.5 mile, almost 3.5 mile travel distance, which is not too bad. But it can only drop under 400 feet at a speed of less than 275 miles per hour. So yeah, you got to be pretty low and not too fast. But this can go like 350 miles per hour, which is just, yeah, speedy boy. And we do. Oh, Britain gets a few F-18s. So you got the FA-18A from, well, Australia. Thank you, Aussies, for being upside down and being on our side. They're probably not going to be happy with that. But anyway, this is the FA-18A Hornet. So it's the A version. And we also get the late version as well, which is very nice. I think everyone knows what different variants. And also we get the Canadian one. We're very well spoiled as a premium at 12.7 and 12.3 in ground RB. So yeah, what's the premium version got? Oh sweet Jesus! It's still going. Oh my goodness me. Okay, you can have a absolute mayhem bloody load up on these things. Pave rays 2s. These are the 22. Oh bloody hell. Oh bloody hell. 58. Well, these are the big boy ones. The pave ray 2s. That is crazy. They do have the... Do they have the... No? Do they not have the... So they get air ground missiles, which are the 55 diesel. Also, you got heat or SAP HE. Interesting. 700 and yeah. But yeah, these get a, oh bloody hell, is that one? Yeah, that's crazy. I got distracted. Right, let's quickly move on to the boaty boats. Britain gets new boats in the blue water. We've got the HMS whatever, which has a lot of guns on this. Oh, it's got a lot of pom-poms. Oh, the Bofors. So he's got 4 Bofors here. and another Bofors here. These are the little one single Bofors, and these are the double Bofors. Nice. These have 7.7 mils. Well, it's basically 120 millimeters, which can fire sap rounds. Not bad. Nearly 100 mils of penetration with with 900 grams of TNT, which is actually not too bad. Can carry 8 torpedoes, which are half decent, 6.2 miles at 47 miles per hour, which is actually pretty half decent. And of course, you got the standard, the usual 40 mils, which are pretty crazy. 78 pen, which are pretty impressive. And of course, the new battleship premium, the HMS Nelson. And my god, this is probably one of the most anticipated ones to come to the British tech tree. Well, it's not the tech tree, but the premium, you know what I mean. 7.7 with 3 turrets and 3 guns in each, and a 16-inch boys. And there's a heck of a lot of secondaries on this thing as well. 6 of these turrets, which have 6-inch, 2. Are they dual purpose round? Dual purpose? No, they just fire 6-inch. Okay, they're not dual purpose. Okay, so these 6-inch are not dual purpose. They just fire the sap rounds, but it does have a lot of 40 mils, a load of 40 mils, and a heck of a lot of 20 mils. Nearly 59 20 mils. Bloody hell. That's a lot of machine gun pew pew. Look at all the machine guns. Like, look at them all. They're absolutely bloody everywhere. Bloody hell. That is ridiculous. So you got the 406 rounds, which have HE, which are alright. Then you got the 16-inch rounds, which are actually not too bad. 671 mils of penetration with nearly 21 kilos almost of HE, which is pretty impressive. And the secondaries have 103 millimeters on the sap rounds with 3.4 kilos of TNT. So they're pretty good too. Unless they're fine like a vessel with some pretty good colour schemes as well, which you can grind. Oh, that's can you get buy that one? Or is it? Oh, you have to buy that one. Damn it. But that's a very nice looking ship. And coastal for Britain. No new coastal one, so we will quickly go to Japan. And they do get some new vehicles from is it Thailand? Ah, yes, Thailand. Which, well, these aren't from Thailand; they're American, but it's complicated. The Taiwanese vehicles are in the Japan tech tree because they don't have as many vehicles as by themselves to make a actual tech tree. So we got the Taiwanese in this one. So you got the M106 SPAA, which is very similar to, well, it's pretty much identical to the American one with some slight differences, I think, but I can't tell you that because I'm not a pro or knowledgeable in those sort of vehicles. It also has the M60A3 version with the A3 TTS. So it's a very quite bog standard looking one. Does it have the add-on armor? No. It doesn't have the add-on armor pack, but it does fire DM33 rounds? Holy ballsack. That's, okay. So it's not a normal, that's because it's got a 103 cannon. Okay, is it stabilized? It's a 2-plane stabilized gun. Huh. Okay, that makes it slightly interesting. It can fire DM33 rounds. Did the other ones use that one? Yeah, I might have to look at that. But also, this also gets the Stingray as well. which Taiwanese took a massive interest in. Which thing is, the Americans didn't use this really. They kind of overlooked it, but the Taiwanese didn't. They basically loved it, I think, as far as I'm aware. And of course, the new top tier vehicle, one of the new ones for this one, is the BM Oplet T, if I pronounce it correctly. This has a 123mm main cannon and has a 12.7 gun on the top and 7.262 in the coaxial. So this can fire heat rounds. You got the, oh bloody hell, 450, but that one, the BTA4 round, that is 550 mils of pen. Or you can go with the ATGM to get more pen, but look at the speed, 470. That is slow as heck. You might as well go with the bloody APDS rounds, APFSDS rounds, with a way more pen and speed. That's crazy. -4 gun depression. Oof. That's very Russian. It does look like a Russian vehicle, don't it? Look, maybe some sort of T90 sort of thing? I do not know nothing much about this at all. It does look like a T90. So, what's the... Okay, I'll take that back. Because the reverse speed on this is pretty impressive. But it does look like a T90 though, with that sort of turret. What's the armor like? So you got a lot of structural stuff. Yeah. Is it composite? What's it, just structural, tons of structural steel and rubber. It doesn't look like it's got much hardened world. It doesn't look like much armor at all. But I could be wrong. But anyway, we quickly move on because I'm wasting too much time. Japan did get a new helicopter, the Mi-35 from Indonesia, which might be a brand new nation. I could be completely wrong, but it's quite new. It's basically a Mi-35, which is a Super Hind, basically. And it does have some okay rounds, but not much at all. So you got 8. You can have 8 of these ground missiles with a range of 3 miles, which is not great. But it's 9.7, so at least it's got. At least you get something new to play with. Am I still recording? Yes, I'm still recording. Thank God. And for the aviation for Japan. Oh, do I see something? Yes, I do get one new aircraft, the F5 THTCU. It's basically a F5, but a different version of this. It can carry quite a few different loadouts. The 9Ls are the Python 3s. IR. All aspect. 1.8. But the range on these are pretty good, but not great lock range. 40 gram. Oh yeah, so the Pythons have better overload on 40. So the Python 3s have 40 Gs of overload, while the 9Ls only have 30 Gs. The 9Ms are not as well. Yeah, 30 Gs, where the Python 3s only have 40 Gs. Oh, because they're basically more bigger fins. But you can have 5 of these incendiaries, or you got the whatever these are. No, not too bad. And you got your standard AMG things. So it's not bad. It's a nice little addition to the detectorate. That's also from Thailand as well. Japan gets a new blue water, the IGN Tasuga, if I pronounced that correctly, which I probably didn't. Which have 127mm cannons, which only fire HE or the HETF, which is the time fuse. But you're mainly using the normal HE, which is 24mm, which is not great. Yes, you get nearly 2 kilos of HE, but that's not that great at all. I was having a quick little drinky because there's quite a lot to go through. Another new vehicle for Japan. It's the IGN Haie, whatever, which is basically a Congo, but a very early variant of the Congo. Where, well, this one barely has any secondaries. Like, no, it does have some secondaries, but not many at all. If you look, it says Congo class, 1926. So it's a very early Congo. And if you look at the actual Congo, the 44, and look at all the secondaries that just randomly appear on this thing, which is just, this is secondaries like, you know, the anti-air everywhere, where the 1926 version doesn't have barely anything. Because, so you can actually see the difference of 20 years difference, where you can see aircraft wasn't much of an issue back then, but as the war progressed, aircraft were really taking over the skies and taking out battleships and aircraft carriers. So it's actually quite cool to see the differences over time. But it's the same as the Congo. Well, not the same, because the early Congo only has 21 inches gun. Oh, is it? No, is it? Oh no! Oh yes. Also, because this one actually gets torpedoes. Ah, there's torpedoes as well. Interesting. Where did they go from? Oh, torpedoes all the way down there. So he gets torpedo tube there, torpedo tube here, and a torpedo tube there, and one there. So you got 4 tubes each side. But I guess you won't be able to angle them very well, because they're basically stuck in one position. That's very interesting. So they got rid of the torpedoes, and they did change the guns. Cause did they keep the same guns? Because they have 36cm ones, where the Congo has. So it's 356, and these ones have. Oh, it's basically the same gun, more or less. And the rounds are not bad. 600. Oh, it's the same scenario again. So you can either have a lot of pen, but not as much TNT, or have less pen and have more TNT. But this time it's about 56 or 46, more, about 50 mils of difference of penetration. But you gain over 13, which is basically 6 more kilos of TNT. So you might as well take these ones, the third ones, which are basically the first ones you can unlock. which are probably good. Oh, look good anyway. Then the secondaries of the SAP or the HE, you might as well take the SAP rounds. Excuse me. No new coastal, so we go to China. They also get an M55. Well, they didn't get the M44, so they're getting the M55 instead, by looks of it. And they also get a new medium main battle tank, the VT4, which looks like a really unusual looking vehicle. So we've got the main gun, which is 125. Got the 12.7 on top, and the coaxial is 7.62, which is very standard sort of machine gun for the coax. The main gun can fire HEFS rounds. It can fire missiles. The ATGMs, the tandem warheads with 850 mil, but the speed is so slow. So you might as well go for the APFSDS rounds with 575 mils of pen. This is very impressive. And this is how it's very well angled, and a lot of this ERA stuff. It's only 40. It's only like it's 45 mil thickness, but it's heavily angles at 82 degrees. Front turret is so like a composite armor. Okay, so it might help you. But does it have it does have an autoloader. Or 7.1 second autoloader? This is not too bad. Yeah, looks alright, I guess. 11.7. It doesn't have a lineup though. So that's going to be a kind of only one you can use is this, whatever this is, the HQ-17, and that's it. That and that. That's an unusual BR for it. You might as well take it up to 12.0 and have it as another medium tank. That's just such an awkward place. Because there's barely anything at 11.7. Anyway, let's quickly move on. No new helicopters. They do get a couple. I think it's a couple of planes, or is it just one plane? The Krin 6, rank 4 battle BR, a BR 5.0, which can carry that's actually pretty good. 658 kilos of TNT or explosive mass. So that's pretty good. Or you can have 5 incendiaries or 5 500s. Or 2 torpedoes. Which are not as good as the British. Oh my god, excuse me. Let's quickly move on. So that's 23 mil secondaries around, is it? Yeah, 23 at the front, 23 on top, and 23 at the back. Oh, so you got a single one on the front, a double on top, and double at the back. So, yeah, it's not too bad. The angle on that. Oh, look at the firing angle. That's questionable. That one's not too bad, but it doesn't look like it can go. Well, it can go all the way around. Okay, but that bump is going to get in the way. But and the back is actually looks pretty good, I think. So that's a new premium 5.0. It's quite not a bad lineup for China. That's it for China. So we move to Italy, where they get a M55 as well. And they also get a SAM site at top tier. What's their rocket like? 50G overload, launch range. Again, this is very similar to Britain. It can launch range is 62 miles, but the lock range is less than 10. Like, really? So you can lock them at 10 miles, but they can go for bloody freaking miles at 62 launch range. Damn. Why? Why though? That's crazy. Maybe it's I'm overlooking it for some reason. I don't know. It's just odd that the lock range is so not good compared to the launch range. But maybe I'm looking at it wrong. We can have 8 of these, which is not too bad. No new helicopters. Aviation for Italy. No new aeroplanes, so we go to blue water. No new boats for blue water. They do get one new coastal. The Belello, which has a 40mm Bofors on the front and 2 torpedoes. The Bofors can only fire. They can only fire HEIT. Oh, not sure how that's gonna go. To be honest with you. And it can have 4 torpedoes, but it can have 2 at a time. Oh, they're 51 miles per hour, which is pretty quick, but less than 2 mile distance to launch these torpedoes. Damn! They're speedy, but the range is terrible. 2 miles? You've got to get within 2 miles? Oh, there's 2 on the front, sorry. I didn't see those ones. But 2 miles. Oof. You got to be big balls to do that sort of thing. But anyway, we were quickly... Was there any more in Italy? No. So we go to France quickly. France also gets an M55 thanks to Belgium. And they do get a Mamba thing. Let's have a look at these bad boys. So this is basically the same thing as the Italians, where it's 62-mile launch range with a 9-mile lock range and 50 Gs of overload. That is crazy. 10-mile lock range and 62-mile launch range. Like, so the Russian one is crazy powerful. The Russian one is ridiculously powerful. 62-mile lock and launch range. Well, over 60-mile launch and lock. How crazy is that? Russian bias. Helicopters, no new helicopters. They do get they get a new squadron vehicle for France, and it's an F-16, and this is the A version. The F-16A, the OCU thing. I have no idea what that means. But oh dear. Is that it? Also, Romania. Is it Romania? Oh, Belgium. But why does it not get any bombs? Why don't it just get bombs? It only gets bloody 2 Nords. And it gets 9 M's. Wow. Wow. This poor F-16. Oh, it's been absolutely neutered. That is shockingly bad. It doesn't get any bombs. Oh, that's bad. I don't think that one's worth it. No, I don't think it's worth it. That is crazy. You don't have any bombs or anything. Apart from 2 Nords. Any boats? It does get any boats. A light cruiser. The Galoo, whatever. 3 turrets with 3 guns each. The 152mm cannon. Oh, yeah, 152 with 8 SAP rounds and AP rounds. So not too bad. Then you got the 90mm secondaries, which are HE or the HE time fuse ones. It does come with torpedoes, but you get 4 of them. 45 mile per hour speed, but a range of 5.5 miles, which is better than the other ones. So it's not bad. The speed is actually not too bad either. And it looks quite nice. Quite a few secondaries, a lot of Bofors and 20 mils. So that's not too bad. 5.7. But France doesn't have many battleships up the top rank like other countries do. And they get 2 new coastal ones, one Tech 3 and one premium. The Tech 3 is the Le Intrepid. The Le Intrepid. Take that, France. This has a 40mm Bofors on the front and 7 torpedoes in this odd-looking launch thing. Does that turn or? Looks like that can turn. But that's crazy. So 7 of them with 28 miles per hour, nearly 29 of 3 miles. And that's not too bad. Could be bad, but that's an unusual looking thing. I don't know how that works. But anyway, we'll quickly move on to what an... What's it? Why is my thing not working now? I can't view it. What? I can't view it. What? I can't look at these ones. Okay, that's weird. I can't look at that one for some reason. I think that might be bugged out. But oh my god! Oh, the colour scheme on that. Oh god. 400 mils. I can't even look at the rounds. Unfortunately, it's bugged out. But it doesn't look the best, especially with that camera scheme. That's annoying. I can't look at that. I can't believe that. That's balked out. But anyway, we moved to Sweden. And they get a new tank somewhere. Yeah, they do. Oh. It's just the CV90-105 TML, which is a very early CV90-105. It's maybe like a production, prototype or pre-production one. I don't know much about the history of this vehicle. But it's 105, which can fire heat FRF rounds or HESH rounds, got smoke rounds, and it can fire the DM-23, which is very standard for NATO vehicles. 336 mils of pen. It's actually pretty decent. And a laser rangefinder, which is very useful. But yeah, it's a very interesting looking thing. Armor. The armor's not the best, but it's classed as a light tank, so a lot of the Swedish vehicles at top rank, like the 105 Premium or the 120, they're like, they were going for more faster, quick vehicles with big boy guns. Sweden is a very interesting country with different sort of ways of fighting. No new helicopters. Sweden do get a couple of new aircraft. You get the Mosquito F Mark II. Then you get two. There are two Mosquitoes in there, but I can't bloody look again. Oh, frickin' hell. There are two Mosquitoes in there, trust me. So they got the Mosquito FB Mark 6. There is another one in there, but I can't bloody look at it. I guess it's still balked from its update. But it's got 3 new vehicles to look at. Then we will look at Israel, which is last in line. I don't think they have anything new. Oh, they do. Oh, they do have one new one, which is F-16. The F-16I? Sufa? This is basically a upgraded F-16, which can have a lot of missiles and bombs. Anything you can think of, really. And you're thinking these little things along the side you can take off because they're basically fuel tanks. As you can see, they're fuel tanks. So you can take them off or add them on if you so wish. So, yes, that's basically all the new vehicles. Shamefully, I can't look at all of them because it's bugged out. The update did come out recently, so there's going to be some bugs in here and there and everywhere. But for the most part, it seems to be working mostly. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, maybe a comment on what vehicle you would like me to have a closer look at, and subscribe. It costs nothing. Until next time, ta-ta for now.